Hi, Peter Summer. I'm with Afro-American Capital Intelligence Group. What made you decide? I mean, this was an action that took a bit of courage and knowledge. What made you decide to come out here and speak with congressmen and?
In brief, we were invited by the House Foreign Affairs Committee.
Yeah.
And this all came together rather quickly, and I think there were discussions had within the show between our showrunners, Dave Getch, Maria Ferrari, Mr. Chuck Lorre, about. I was born and raised in South Africa, moved to the United Kingdom before coming out here to the United States some 15 years ago now.
So you speak to 3 continents: UK, South Africa, and the United States. So your reach is
I think I'd like to think I speak to anyone who's willing to listen. I'm not sure how many people those are exactly.
Yeah.
But I think everyone who's affiliated with the show feels a real sense of connection to it.
Yeah.
We feel that Mr. Chuck Lorre has this extraordinary ability to straddle the fine line between comedy and drama, and especially communicating somewhat heavier subjects to his audiences in a sensitive manner.
Yeah.
And so I think we all wanted to be a part of this show because we felt this story was important to tell. And as a recent U.S. citizen, became a citizen somewhat recently, which I'm incredibly proud of.
Yeah.
And for me, as I think about this country and the values that it puts forward, the values of respect and integrity and honor, and how those values are actionable is by the American government honoring their word and their promise to these interpreters.
It must be
what an opportunity this is for us to show our support for our Afghan allies and the interpreters who served alongside U.S. forces at great risk to themselves and their families.
Yeah.
And so we were so touched that we received this invitation and thought it was an opportunity for us to come out and show support for the efforts of the House Foreign Affairs. And no one left behind, who the show has a very close relationship to. Thank you kindly. Very much appreciated.
Having Hollywood's voice in this is important. I mean.
Yeah. Thank you. We feel honored to be working with an incredible team. Chuck Lorre created the show. He's got a track record of turning out some hits that millions of people watch.
Yeah.
We feel honored.
You want to meet one of the Afghan-American veterans? These are the guys who fought in the front line. Hey, let's do it. Yeah.
What is that thing?
Google Glass.
Okay.
See, this beats TMZ. Yeah, I get the.
Oh, hold on one second.
These two, This is one of the veterans.
Yes, sir. I was just wondering if
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So they're all these families.
I bumped into them at the White House this morning. Hey, how you doing? I'm with the Afro-American Newspaper. I'm doing a story on Afghanistan and what we're going to do later. So you're on a hunger strike?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
every single one of us has served honorably, and some still continue to serve.
Okay.
So some are still not military members.
So which family members are still in Afghanistan? Are there still people?
Immediate family. Mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters.
Are still in Afghanistan?
Yes, sir.
They're stuck in front of the airport.
So how many are you Afghani?
We're all Afghan originally, but we're U.S. citizen and veterans.
Oh, so you, as Afghan-Americans, fought for... Okay. And you can't get your family up to the Panjshir Valley or in the safe area?
No, sir.
What?
There is no safe place in Afghanistan.
And so who has family members still trapped?
All of us.
Every
All of
single
us here.
one.
We're family.
And there's many more.
Oh, that's why you're covering your faces.
Yes. We don't want, somebody finds the family.
It can identify you.
Yes.
So how many of these people like you have family members who are still trapped there?
There's a couple dozen, sir.
They're active duty right now. They're serving at Fort Polk, Louisiana. They're stationed there, but they cannot come here because they're on a mission right now.
On a mission, okay.
Yes.
And
Taliban has blocked anybody
Nobody's
from
going
commuting
out.
into
Nobody's
that
coming
valley.
out.
okay. I'm hearing that the Taliban are charging between $2,000 to $2,500 per person to pass their border checkpoints. Have you heard that? They're taking money exchange for
We
pass.
have heard it, but
But
we
you-
cannot make that.
They haven't made like a price like for this amount you can get to the airport.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to know anything, we have immediate families out there on the streets right now.
Yeah.
So we do have current information. Right now, they're restricting all kinds of movement.
Yeah.
Onto the airport and the Panjshir Walk Valley. But there might have been some instances where they were trying to make some money off of people.
Yeah.
Where they were charging people to let them, at least to the airport's gate. I mean, they can't get them onto the gate, onto the airport, but they might have just charged them that amount just to get them into, to let them into the plane.
What I'm hearing is a lot of people are glorifying the Taliban. They're basically like a Chicago or LA street gang, right? They're like more like gangsters than anything else, right? What?
Worse.
Worse than a street. I mean, these are the guys who couldn't get a job anywhere. Then the only way they survive is whatever money that is given out by their leadership.
About 99.9% of them don't have any education.
Yeah.
If you do have a sort of education, that education would be only they were taught extremist Islamic ideologies in the madrasas of Pakistan.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the only form of education, if any of them have any, that would be the only form of education that they have.
Okay.
Right now they're showing a good pace right now, but we do not know what's going to happen once the U.S. forces leave.
Are we recording this?
Yeah.
Video thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm doing this, and I have the congressmen who are holding a press conference later in front of the Capitol. You're all American citizens, right?
Yeah.
All American citizens, sir.
We have served here in the U.S. Army.
Yeah.
We're active duty.
Either serve or still continue to serve.
What?
Every single one of us have either served in the military or in some still continue to
We're
serve.
veterans, U.S. veterans.
You're U.S. veterans, okay. So these are your family members who will be targeted by the Taliban and others because you served in the military, or even worse, become hostages.
Exactly.
So
A lot of possibilities.
I think the worst case scenario would be us watching them on CNN while they're getting their heads cut off,
yeah,
or being rained upon
yeah,
by bullets. Because when they shoot you, they don't just shoot you once or twice or thrice.
yeah.
They keep on shooting you.
But these are your immediate family members? How many have American passports?
Every single one of us.
All of us.
No, but your family members have American
My dad
passports?
has a green card. He's stuck there.
So he has
Some
permanent.
have green cards, some are Afghan
Some of them have
nationals.
visas in there, but they're still not.
They're still stuck. Why didn't they leave before?
Well, that was not expected to happen that way.
This fast.
We were waiting on visa, but the visa were issued right now, but they are not allowed to enter the airport.
Okay. 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 Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.